No one's going to fix your life but you. You always have to take a step up in the ladder to be able to get to the top. You can't get to the top by flying up. Yeah. Human beings don't fly. For me, what has always worked is I'm not running as fast as I was. I'm thinking about the steps I take. I'm in a really comfortable, content place when it comes to my life. And the choices that I'm making are mine and are not defined by other people or the validation that I probably needed when I was younger. So I think that's made me a little bit more happy and calm. Why am I lucky enough to have the life that I do? And some other woman somewhere else with the same desires, same ambitions, same, needs doesn't have any of it. I really think about that a lot. It makes me feel like there must be something I did right. I wake up every day with a sense of gratitude, and I wake up every day with wanting to give back, whether that's with the person that is standing right next to me or whether that is a life choice that I might make. But giving back, I think, is so crucial when it comes to being grateful. I'm highly grateful for everything that I have. And I do think that maybe I did something right, that I've been blessed with the opportunity of having the life, being born to the parents that I was, being able to have the opportunity of making my own choices, having agency in my own life. If you think about women around the world, so many don't have that. Like, complete choices are made for themselves. But my parents told me, you have to have your opinion. It can be very scary. I mean, this generation of girls is fearless, and there's so many girls that take charge of their own lives, and they say, I'm not going to fit into the cookie cutter mold that probably my mother did or my grandmother had to. And it's so, I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it. I meet so many young women who have changed the trajectory of their families because of the choices that they've made. I think my message would be that there's a lot of noise around us and people that tell us to be there's so much that is being told to women that to be a good girl you have to be a certain way. Good girls don't make history. Bold girls make history. Bold people make history. So if you want to be the lead actor of your movie, which is your life, you've got to take choices that might be contrary to what you've heard. And that empowerment may or may not come from your parents, may or may not come from your family or boyfriend or whoever you're around. It comes from you. And that no one can do. If you don't have that encouragement in your home, try to find it in your gut, because no one's going to fix your life but you. I don't know. I don't think about the future. I'm not someone I plan for the future, but I don't think about how far I can go. I mean, who knows what my future holds for me. But what I can think about is my present. And like I said, I like to imbibe from people that I know. The reason I take new steps is because I see someone else doing something new and I'm like, what can I do that'll make me feel how I feel about this person? It's about that feeling. It's about imbibing from the people around you. And it could be someone you admire on television. It could be someone in your class. It could be someone that you work with. But when you see something that you admire about someone, imbibe it. And I just love the fact that you can have an idea today and monetize it. Why not? You're not just reduced to, I won't say reduced to because I come from a family of doctors and engineers, but at that time in my parents' generation and the generation before that, it was doctor, engineer, lawyer, military, government job. Like those 5 or 6 things that everyone had to aim for. But today, I think my generation of parents are not going to have those boxes for our children, right? You have an idea, let's run with it.
Yep.
I think that innovation is the only way to evolve. And if you're not evolving, you're stagnant, it's boring, bye, you should go to bed. So I think, but for me, that's a little bit of a struggle for me. I juggle a lot of balls, and sometimes I'm just so tired that I don't pay attention to the next thing as much as I would want to. And I check the box sometimes, and it works, and it's okay, because a lot of us do it. We just go to work and do the bare minimum, and I have to remind myself that the bare minimum is not my standard for myself. It always has to be more than the minimum. And you have to remind yourself to take some time. You just have to take some time to whatever you want to do. Go to bed early, have ice cream, just feed your soul. When you feed your soul as a human being, when you're with your family, your friends, you laugh a little, bring joy, innovation happens. Creativity comes from a place of feeling good with yourself. And I think the most important thing is to feed who you are, and then it just does.
What is my best opportunity at 18, at 25, at 35, at 60? Who is it that you want to be? So age ain't nothing but a number. That's a real fact. We put too much equity on age. It just doesn't matter. What matters is what you do about your life in the moment right now. Keep the people around you that are your champions. And maybe this is also something I realize when I'm older, but I tell young people this all the time. Do not hang around with poisonous people. Do not keep people around you that are toxic, that mess with your brain. Keep people around you that are genuinely happy for you. Only people that are genuinely happy for you. And if that's two people, you're a rich person. I think the meaning of life is having purpose. We're born and we'll die. What you do in between that is your legacy. And if your legacy is, walking with sand between your toes and living in a shack and being happy and meditating, sure, it's an individual choice. Success is very subjective. To each person is their own. My success might be completely not attractive to somebody else's.